One of the main reasons a lot of people don't get started on posting videos to YouTube or any other type of social media channels is because they just don't know where to start. They don't know what type of videos to post, and they don't really know what they bring to the table. And that is probably the worst way to start approaching this whole social media and creator type of game. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you two categories that you could easily start posting on YouTube and give you a couple of ideas in those categories. Now, these two particular types are what is driving most views on YouTube. It's a particular type of video format. So I'm going to share that with you today. But let me introduce myself. My name is David Layman. This is in layman's term. This is the channel. I put things in layman's term to make it really simple and easy for you to understand when it comes to YouTube and social media. I've taken myself from starting out posting videos in my garage where I had really poor audio from a YouTube channel called The Freeze Dry Business, and now I have close to 35,000 subscribers and over 2.2 million views across all my different videos. So I've built it from the scratch up, and you can too, and that's what these videos in my channel is all about. All right, so number one is this is an unedited video. I am not doing any type of editing with all of my videos that you see here because it's part of a 30-day challenge that I'm doing for myself to really try to get better at, one, just talking about my experiences and doing things off the cuff. I do have some notes here, but this is part of starting out with a YouTube channel. You've got to kind of just post the video, see what comes out of it, and you'll get better at talking to the camera, talking in general about the things that you want to talk about. So this is unedited. It's a 30-day challenge, 30 videos in 30 days. So let's get to the meat of the actual content here. I'm out in my backyard, so let's talk about this. So what I wrote down is education videos. That is the first category, and then entertainment videos is what you can start. So most of the things that you're watching, if you think about what you're consuming, either in vertical format or you're consuming long ways, is usually it's education videos. So it's like how to do something, you're seeing people do woodworking, you're seeing somebody show you how to do gardening and things like that, or it's entertainment. And usually that is in the form of reaction videos, it's making you laugh, stand-up comedy, all that type of stuff. So those are the two avenues that you want to go down. So let's quickly go through a couple things that I found to be the most successful for myself, but also what I've seen most new channels and successful channels get into. So let's start with our education channel. So when you think of education videos, this is really easy for a lot of people to do because you don't really have to think of a script or a way to make things funny or entertaining for the viewer. An education video can be how to do something. So you either want to show how to do something, so maybe you're showing how to properly wax your car or detail a car, or you're telling someone. So you're gonna do voiceover, okay? And voiceover would just be me talking like this, but throughout this whole video, when I go to my post editing, instead of just me posting the video, now you have some type of editing software like CapCut, and you're putting in footage that you're taking after the fact. So you're showing how you're wiping down the car, how you're vacuuming out the car when you're doing a detailed video, but the voice is telling people what you're actually doing instead of you doing it live like this. Now, so telling or showing, both you can do. And another way is to look at a type of guide. So if you want to do education more of a guide, you're showing people steps to achieve something or steps to avoid something. So when you're thinking of ways to achieve something, if I was wanting to get better or get more in shape and I wanted to eliminate meat, then I would be like, here are 5 ways to reduce eating meat in your diet. And then if you wanted to avoid something, it's 5 ways to avoid sugars in your regular diet, or 5 ways to avoid eating processed foods. So when you're looking at being more of a guide with how-to videos or a guide with education videos, those are the two things: the steps to achieve something or steps to avoid something. Now, the other thing within education videos is Niche experiences. So what I wrote down here is what I've seen common with niche experiences is someone who is a well-traveled person, or maybe you're just getting into traveling, or maybe you're traveling with kids and you want to just show people, here's how I travel with kids. And people want to see real people, just like myself. I'm a dad of two kids. I live in Boise, Idaho. I'm in the backyard of my house. This is literally where my garden is, and my patio is right behind the camera. And so you can be a very real person that people can feel like they have a connection to, and you're like, hey, we're going to take a trip to Disney World for the first time, or we're going to take a trip camping, and this is how we're packing our coolers and our food, things like that. People want to see that. They want to know, what are other people doing that you know, I'm not talking to in my social circle in real life. People want that connection when we're on our devices all the time. Now the other one is a niche skill. So this kind of blends into guides and also how-to videos. So how can you teach a particular skill that you have, that you've kind of perfected? Even if you haven't perfected it, let's say you just built cornhole boards. If you're not familiar with that game, it's actually right here. Let me show you. Right here, cornhole boards. I built those with a friend of mine. I didn't really know how to do it, but let's say you figured out how to build cornhole boards. You build it first, and now maybe you're really, you kind of know what to do. You know the measurements, the tools, and you can help someone build it. That is a niche skill. And now you can show that. If you're good at photography, you can show people, hey, here's a novice photographer. Here's how I use my phone to get the best pictures. Here's how I use you know, my iPhone type of photos and the editing stuff to figure that out if you've got a niche skill. So education videos can be really powerful. And so to recap on education, if you want to start a YouTube channel, go with how to do something, and that falls into the category of either showing someone how to do something or telling someone through a voiceover. Again, with the telling, you're going to record videos of you doing something, okay? And then you're going to, in the editing part, record a script. So you're just going to have a microphone just like here, and you're going to watch the video, and then you just talk about what you just recorded, okay? And then guides is a guide of like steps to achieve something or steps to avoid something. And then you're looking at either a niche experience, so you know, showing like, hey, I'm a traveler and this is my experience, or you're a niche teacher, showing someone how to develop a skill doing something, okay? All right. Now, before we get into the entertainment side of things, so if you want to get into entertainment videos, subscribe to this channel. If you felt like the education videos is something you want to do, give this video a like as well. I'd love to have more subscribers and likes to this, and likes and subscribes and sharing it with people is the way that you build a YouTube channel. And so if you can do that for me, that'd be great. So let's get into the entertainment side. If you want to build an entertainment channel and you're just not sure what to do and what's successful out there, this is what I'm seeing very successful. And again, I'm coming at this perspective that I consume a lot of video content, but also I am a current creator on YouTube with my freeze dry business. So I've kind of looked at entertainment videos as well as education. Okay, so entertainment videos, here's what's working really well that I'm seeing right now, 2025, is reaction videos. And you can do this via a long form format, horizontal on your phone, or you can do it via vertical on TikTok, social media like Instagram, Facebook, even on YouTube, is reaction videos. So you want to react to somebody posting out an outrageous video or a how-to video or some advice, and then you're the one reacting to it. People just want to see how people react, you know? It's kind of funny, like, especially when you send memes to different people via text or as a DM, you know, you want to, you know, you sent something funny, but you want to kind of see that person's reaction. Like, did they have the same reaction as you? So reaction videos are great, and you can pick a different category for that. So maybe you're reacting to bloopers in movies. Maybe you're reacting to errors in sports or highlights, things like that. The next part of entertainment is stitches and duets. This falls into kind of that reaction side, so you want to look at stitching and duet. Stitching and duet just means a stitch is I'm taking a certain section of a video, and then after that video plays for 5 seconds, I'm then reacting to it as an opinion. And then a duet is you're actually watching the whole video and they're also watching you side by side react to it or talk about it, okay? One of the examples that I've seen is a chef does duets where side by side he kind of reacts to the video of someone cooking something that he's never cooked before as a chef. So he does that. Another one is funny skits or satire. You know a lot of these if you're not familiar with too many, but I'm sure you've seen videos where you really laugh at someone making fun of something in real life. So if you feel like you're kind of a stand-up comedy person, or you feel like you have some type of funny spin to make fun of marriage or being single, having kids, being a baby boomer and not knowing technology, or maybe you're finding out about technology, all that type of stuff, that's some great places you can start with making videos. And also facts and news. So maybe you're very interested in the news or a particular, how about geography? Or you know a lot about Texas, or you know a lot about Europe, whatever it is. Finding facts about different decades in those countries or whatever, and then doing voiceover or using AI to do that, that's a great way to be entertaining, because people always want to be more informed and feel like they're getting a trivia class on video. Another types of videos you can do is voiceover. So that kind of plays into, you don't have to be on camera, you can do voiceover and you're spitting out facts and entertainment that gets people to know more about something. ASMR, if you're not familiar with that, ASMR is those videos where you see chiropractors cracking people's backs, the necks, things like that. People doing different types of massages, people putting together Legos, all of those different sounds people love seeing. People painting, coloring, using pencils. There's something about using different sounds that kind of give us this tingling, soothing feeling to put us to sleep, to get us kind of in meditation, all that type of stuff. So if you are some type of artist or kind of creative person, and you do something as a hobby that you think has unique sounds, put a mic to it, okay, and then record it. Record yourself doing something. Speed it up on 2 or 4 speed after the video, and ASMR is a great way for you to go about. And in fact, I've got a friend that has started an ASMR type video doing embroidery. So he has an embroidery business with his wife, and he posts videos of him making different embroidery things on his embroidery machines, and doing hats like this and t-shirts, things like that. Okay, the last thing is games. Now this is something that my kids love watching. I kind of hate it because they want to watch all the time, but there's 2 particular types of forms of this. One is, think about games that you'd play during Christmas. Or think about yard games, party games, so beer pong, all types of games where there's a winner and a loser, or there's some type of competition that can be succinct when you're watching it on video to a minute or 2, right? So with beer pong, it doesn't have to be with beer, but you're tossing the ping pong ball and you're actually just setting up a camera and you're showing people throw the ball back and forth. Maybe you have a different spin on it. So the last ball throws it into orange juice, or you're trying different types of drinks with the pong game. So now you have Sprite in the glasses, and one person has vinegar, but they don't know that. All that type of stuff is what people want to see as entertainment. The other thing that you can do is types of games that people aren't accustomed to. One of the most common channels that we watch here is videos from India. There's this people that pop balloons, and they literally just have different games that you're not really seeing normally here in America, but they pop balloons and then they they have to hit things like pyramids of cones. All that's really entertaining and fun to watch, and that's why it's successful, because it's just fun to watch other people compete in unique things, and kind of like there's a cheering for one side and there's a spin on it on the other, like I mentioned, Sprite and vinegar. So try those things. And again, if you're trying to start on YouTube, look at education type videos or entertainment. Those are the two categories that people are getting the most views with on YouTube when they're first starting out. So if you are starting one of these channels, let me know in the comments and tag your channel to me in the comments. I'd love to check you out and follow your progress. Until next time, this is David with In Layman's Terms.